growth is there. So population, per capita income. So what is the per capita income? Per capita income is the total income by population. It is the total income by population is the per capita income is there. So here, so per capita income is play a vital role for each country economic growth and economic development. When the population is increasing, continuously, so per capita income going to be decreasing. Why? Because per capita income is depends on population. So national income by total population is called per capita income. Per capita income. So that's why rapid growth of population can also slow per capita income growth is there. Slow per capita income means per capita income is slowly it is economic growth is there. And also underdeveloped countries often face added to pressure on resources. Whatever underdeveloped countries is there and developing countries is there, underdeveloped countries and developing countries here that's why underdeveloped countries often face added pressure on resources is there. So effects of population on economic development is there. What are the effects is there? What are the effects here? So first here, adverse effect is there. What is the adverse effect here? It is retreat to growth of the per capita income. So population is effect on economic development, and the population is increasing more. So growth of the per capita income going to be decreasing here. And also to create food shortage when production is inadequate is there. Just now I said na, when the population is increasing, consumption is increasing, goods consumption, food grains consumption. So when the population is increasing, consumption is increasing, shortage of the food grains also is decreasing, here shortage. That's why it is create food shortage when production is inadequate is there. And also it increase the dependent population. So when the population is increasing, it is dependent on the population also going to be increasing, and also rises the unemployment when the jobs are insufficient is there, when the jobs are insufficient is there. So population pressure on land is increasing, so employment is not going to be increased. That's why when the population is increasing, rises in unemployment when jobs are insufficient is there, jobs are insufficient is there. So more adverse effect we can see, higher social expenditure on education, health, housing and transportation also is there. Education we have to spend more amount, health we can spend more amount, so housing facility compulsory, transportation facility compulsory is there. So that's why lower capital formation due to unproductive consumption needs is there. So capital also more here, but capital is not available. That's why lower capital formation due to unproductive consumption needs is there. So poverty and undernourishment may increase. Population is increasing, shortage of food grains is there, shortage of food is there. So it means it is leads to unemployment. Unemployment leads to poverty. Poverty leads to undernourishment may increase. Undernourishment means hunger, hungry, lack of providing food, lack of nutrition food. That's why poverty and undernourishment may increase due to more population is there. And also land fragmentation can worsen. What is the land fragmentation here? Separation of land, dividing the land to different fragmentation due to increase the more population. Better students. So for example, one family is there, they have 5 acres of land is there. In that 5 acres of land, their children are 5 children is there. So the 5 children, they got married. So whatever their parents is there, parents are fragmenting the land. Each children 1 acre, 1 acre, 1 acre. So 5 acres of land was distributed to 5 children. So again they are having 2 children. The land 1 acre land is divided into half acre land is there. That is the land fragmentation can worsen. So land is going to be divided due to the increasing the population, due to the increasing the population. So when we see favorable effects, earlier it is adverse effects, then unfavorable effects is there. What are the favorable effects here? Provides labor force for the production. Whatever available production process is there, we have to add the more labor force in the production process, like labor intensive goods, and also increase the population, supports utilization of the natural resources. So available natural resources, whatever available population is there, increasing population is there, they are utilizing more natural resources here. It creates the large domestic markets. When the population is increasing more, consumption is increasing, quantity demand is increasing, production process increasing. That's why it creates a large domestic market is there, all the things in the society. And also population is encouraging expansion of goods and services. Goods and services also expanding is there. So it is. What is the impact of economic development on population? What is the impact is going on here? Economic development reduce the mortality rates. When the particular country economically developed, socially developed, healthy, education, literacy rate, it is economic development is there, it is reducing the mortality rates. What is the mortality rate here? Like infant mortality rate, IMR, infant mortality rate, IMR, every thousand children death rate, it is the IMR, infant mortality rate is there. And also MMR, MMR is the maternal mortality rate is there, maternal mortality rate. Every 1 lakh women, during the delivery, death rates is the maternal mortality rate is there. When the economic development is increasing, that economic development reduce the mortality rates, MMR and IMR. Not only this, life expectancy rises with the better health and technology. Life expectancy means their death age. So at present, I think Indian life expectancy is 67 years, 70 years is there, average, on an average. So when the life expectancy is going to be increasing, when we'll provide good health situations, when we can use technology, that time life expectancy going to be rise is one of the important thing here. And also fertility rate decline gradually. Fertility rate means one woman average fertility rate. So it is, I think 3 or 2.5 something fertility rate is there. So fertility rate is depends on education of the human beings. If human beings are more educated, they are not prioritizing more children's. They can reduce the children's. They will go to the family planning techniques. After 1 or 2 children's, they will go into family planning techniques is there. That's why fertility rate is declines gradually due to economic development is there. And also here mentioned already, family planning, contraceptive use help the stabilize the population is there. So family planning techniques compulsory. Why? Because nowadays so more children upbringing is very big task. Their education, their health, okay, their all type of caring is very important, very big task. That's why they are using family planning techniques. And some couples, one child to another child, they are taking the gap like precautionary, like they are using contraceptive pills, contraceptive tubes for the one child to another child age gap. So immediately after 1 year, some children, if uneducated is there, after 1 year immediately second year also they will going to be conceived due to lack of the family planning, lack of the contraceptive, these are all knowledge. Now a educated couple is there, educated couple after completion of early marriage, they are not going to taking a plan for the children. That's why they are using here contraceptive pills or contraceptive tubes is there. So it is also stabilize the population is there. What is the different stages of the population here? Different here is there. When we say underdeveloped countries, high birth rate and low death rates is there. No, underdeveloped countries here, high birth rates, high death rates is there. Why? Why? Because they are underdeveloped. They are not having more capital. They don't know how to control the population. That's why they don't know how to control the death, lack of health facilities. That's why underdeveloped countries, high birth rate is there and high death rate is there. Whereas developing countries, low death rates, slowly falling the birth rate is there. But developed countries is low birth rates, low death rate is there. That's why in this regard population growth becomes stable is there. Now we have to see important thing here, that is theory of demographic transition. Theory of demographic transition. In the theory of demographic transition, Thomas Robert Malthus warned that population may grow faster than food supply. He was warned the world population, world countries. What is the warning of the Thomas Robert Malthus? Population may grow, population may increase faster than the food supply, faster than the food supply. Population is increasing more, but food is not increasing more. That's why, I think he used one word also. Population is increasing arithmetically, but food supply is increasing geometrically is there. That's why later demographers studied how development change fertility and mortality. Demographic transition theory gives a modern explanation of the population change is there. So that's why population tends to grow. Here mentioned already, sir. Sorry, here mentioned already. Population tends to grow geometrically, and the food supply growth arithmetically. Means population is increasing more geometrically. It is more numbers, but food supply is grows arithmetically. It is left number is there. That's why unchecked growth may cause the poverty, may cause the famine, may cause the diseases is there. So if not, population growth is not checking, it is continuously increasing. It is trapping to the poverty. It is famines is there, hunger deaths is there, and also contagious diseases is there. Contagious diseases like TB, cholera, malaria, tuberculosis, etc. That's why here modern policies use education and family planning to avoid such pressure is there. So that's why in this theory of demographic transition, explain the changes in the birth rates, death rates, and population growth. It shows the relationship between population and economic development is there. And we begins with the fall in the death rates. The theory of the demographic transition begins with the fall in the death rates. Then rapid population growth is occurring. Rapid population growth is occurring. That's why it is concluding with the decline the birth rates is there. Starting begin with the fall in the death rates. Concluding this is decline the birth rate is there. That's why population becomes stable. Here mention is there. So when we see stages of the demographic transition, the phrase demographic transition refers to the change in the fertility and mortality that accompany the changes in the society and its economy is there. There are several distinct stages in the demographic growth through the which the population of given country passes. These stages are sometimes is called population cycle or demographic transition is there. So in the world, each and every country compulsory should be passed the series of demographic transition stages: stage 1, stage 2, stage 3. That's why we can call, sometimes it is called population cycle or demographic transition is there. So here these stages are divided based on the distinctive from interaction between birth rates and death rates of the country, as a result of which the population of the country increases, decreases, remains constant is there. So the stages of the demographic transition was constructed on birth rates and death rates is there. That's why sometimes some countries it is increasing, decreasing, constant is there. So this is the diagrammatic presentation of the demographic transition theory. In the y-axis, we have taken birth and death rates. X-axis, time is there, duration of time. That's why here mentioned the lines are birth rate line and death rate lines are starting. It is both are starting same place in the stage 1, and it is moving forward to stage 2, declining, moving forward to stage 3, declining. After the stage 3, both are birth rates or death rates are decline. Population control in the stage 3. In the stage 1, high population, high birth rates and high death rates is there. There is no problem because of lack of education, okay, lack of social awareness, okay, lack of all things is there because of in the tradition. When the stage 2, here lack of sufficient education, so and also health facilities, medical facilities are available, okay. So that's why death rates are controlled, but birth rates are increasing more popularly. Why? Because they need more labor. They want to do agriculture. They need more labor. They are getting more money income. Like that in the stage 3 is there. That's why stage 3 is the population explosion is there. Stage 2 and stage 3 is the population is decreased, birth rate is decreased, death rate also decrease here is there. That's why here first stage is there. We'll see stage 1 is there. In the stage 1, high birth rate. Why high birth rate here? Illiteracy, absence of knowledge about the family planning techniques, early age of marriage. You know, my dear students, before independence, so our forefathers, they are taking the marriage before puberty of the woman, before maturity of the woman only 10 years, 13 years, 8 years, their child marriages is there in that time. That's why high birth rate is there, literacy not there, family planning not there, okay, early age of marriage is there. That is the high birth rate is there. And high death rate is there. What is the high death rate here? Poor sanitation and weak medical care is there. So there is no sanitation, there is no medical facility. So okay, so PHCs are not available. There is no contraceptive pills. There is no family planning techniques. So these are all. High death rate is going on. They are going to be die. So like TB, cholera, malaria, tuberculosis, etc. High death rates also is there. That's why in this first stage, high birth rate, high death rates. That's why there is no population growth. That is low population growth is there. That's why in this stage also referred as the pre-traditional stage. What stage? Pre-traditional stage is there, like taking place in pre-industrial societies. So pre-industrial societies means, so before industrial societies, agriculture sector importance is there. Okay. When we come to stage 2, early expanding stage. What is the early expanding stage here? It is also referred as transitional stage, which takes place in the societies. Transition means changes. Agriculture sector to industrial sector, peoples are migrating, rural areas to urban areas. That's why birth rates are remaining high, death rates are fall rapidly. Why death rates are fall rapidly? Birth rates are increasing more. Why? Because more labor we need, more children is there, more children are going to their labor work. They are getting more, they are getting amount, that is the children's more priority is there. And also one is the important thing here I want to mention here that birth rates are many high. Why? Because some couples are thinking, I need a baby boy than baby girls. So they are getting more baby girls, 1, 2, 3, 4. And also they are waiting for another conceivance for the baby boy. That's why they are trusting. So baby boy is upbringing to their children, their parents when their old age. అంటే వాళ్ళు ఏం చేస్తారు, కొడుకు కోసమే ప్రయారిటీ ఇస్తారు. ఎందుకంటే పున్నమి నరకం నుంచి కాపాడేవాడే కొడుకు అని చెప్పేసి. That's why they are more priority to the baby boy than baby girl. That's why birth rates are many high is there. But the death rates are rapidly falling. Why? Because medical facilities are improving, technology improving, family planning techniques are using, contraceptive pills, contraceptive tubes are using. That's why second stage here, population grows quickly due to better health and food supply. So it is the population explosion is there. Janaba Vizrumana, population explosion is there. When we see to the third stage, post transitional stage, which takes place in the modern societies, birth rates are declining, the growth of the industrialization, migration from rural to urban areas, increasing the urbanization are factors is there. That is the birth rates are declining. So that time rural area to migrating urban area. So when we come to the urban area, husband and wife both are will do the job compulsory. So that's why they are not interesting taking more children here. That's why death rates remains low, growth rates slow down is there in the start stage. But in the developing countries till now not entered in the stage number 3, like India, like China, they are in the stage number 2 only is there. Stage number 2 only is there. So that is the theories of demographic transition is there. That is also most important in our exam point of view, my dear students. When we'll come to causes of rapid growth of population is there. Causes of rapid growth of population. So what is the rapid growth of population? What is the population explosion? Janaba Vizrumbana. It is in the second stage is there. So population explosion means a rapid increase in population size faster than the food supply is there. Population increasing rapidly, but food supply is not increasing rapidly. That's why population explosion means a rapid increase in the population size. A rapid increase in the population size faster than the food supply is there. So it leads to overpopulation and burden on resources. Overpopulation is there. So common in the second stage of the demographic transition is there. So population explosion is common. Which stage? second stage. Why second stage? It is the common. Why? Because death rates are declined, birth rates are more high there. That's why second stage we are seeing population explosion is there. So it is characterized by high birth rate and falling the death rate is there. India entered this stage around 1921. Who? India is entered in the second stage. 1921 is there. That's why we see population report in India. India ranks the second in the population after the China. 17.8% of the world population with only 2.4% of land area only is there. Population increased from 25.1 crore 1921 to 121.09 crores in 2011. Around 130.32.4 crores in 2016 India is there. Now at present population census data is collecting throughout the India. Already we know they started recently, April, May, in these 2 months summer, they are collecting the population data due to corona pandemic situation. So 2021 not collected the population data. At present they are collecting the population data. The here NSSO, National Sample Survey Organization here. Now we see what is the causes of the birth rate. You know, already I said na, population explosion. What is the causes of the growth of the population birth rate is there. First cause is predominance of agriculture is there. By developing countries, population we will see in the developing countries only. That's why the developing countries are depends on more population. That's why developing countries are depends on agriculture sector. So agriculture sector, we need more labor. That's why each and every family member in the rural area, they are thinking, we need more population. We need a big family system, not nuclear family system is there. That is one of the reason high birth rate is there. And also slow urbanization. So urbanization is not there in India, developing countries. So according to 2011 census report, nearly 64% of the people is living in rural area only. Just 36 and 33% only they are living in the urban area only is there. That is one of the reason. And also poverty is the problem. Poverty. Why is the poverty is the problem for birth rate? So they are the poor people. They want to they need money. If more children is there, they are going to the agriculture labor, they are going to the child labor, they are collecting the money, they are earning money. That money is sufficient for the families there. And also in the big family system, their grandparents are living in that home only. So their grandparents are more is there. Their parents, grandparents, they all are not going to the employment job. They are going to be not going to be job. That's why they will sit and they will eat the food. So that's why who are the children is there. Children going to the jobs, like daily wage labor, agriculture labor, child labor. They are collecting the money and they are bringing to their children. That's why poverty is one of the reason is there. And also early marriage. So early marriage also one of the reason here. Why? Because when the early marriage is there, so they are getting more children. So they are not maintaining the family planning techniques. That's why early marrying also one of the problem is there. I said fifth point here, desire for male children is there. Desire for male children is there. So male children. So for example, one couple, first is the female is there. Second baby also female is there. Third baby also female is there. They are not moving forward the family planning techniques. Why? Because their desire is there. Male children. Male children is protecting their parents. They are protecting their child is in the Punnami Naraka. In that Punnami Naraka. So that's why they are giving priority for male children. That's why family is going to be increasing is there. So it is also one of the problem is there. And also illiteracy and unawareness is there. So they are not educated. The illiterate people, they don't know any activities like family planning techniques, like contraceptive pills, contraceptive. They don't know about that. Why? Because they are the illiterate people is there. That's why illiterate people, they are not unawareness about the family planning here. Birth rate is going to be increasing here. And also joint family system. Now it is nuclear family is there, but earlier 20 members of people, 30 members of people, they are staying in the one home only is there. That is a giant family. So they are the giant family. They have the prestige. There are more children here is there. My family 30 members is there. Another family 40 members is there. So it is a prestige issue. The giant family they are maintaining. That's why high birth rate is moving forward is there. That is the one thing. That is the causes of high birth rate is there. Let's come to causes of the death rate is there. What is the causes of death rate is there? Yeah. Elimination of the famines. What is the famines here? Like hunger deaths. Here floods, droughts. It is all famines is there. Elimination of famines. So automatically it is going to be death rates also going to be decreasing. And also control of epidemics. What is the epidemic here? Cholera, malaria, smallpox, tuberculosis. Okay, TB. TB means tuberculosis. Okay, anthrax, etc. It is the epidemics is there. So in this epidemics, controlled enter the world. So automatically death rates is going to be controlling here. And also better drinking water supply, improved health facilities. That here, health facilities is improved here. That is the better drinking water supply, improved health facilities. So each and every mandal headquarter, primary health center is there, ASHA workers is there, ANMs is there. Okay, so each and every moment they are moving the villages. They are taking the precautions about MMR, maternal mortality rate, and IMR, infant mortality rate, etc. is there. And also spread of education. So nowadays, so during the independence, our education system is very low. Why? Because Britishers not encouraging the education to our Indian people. So after independence, also 1950s, we have only 14 to 15% of the literacy rate is there. So at present, it is increasing here. It is like what here? I think India, that is a 72.04% and an average literacy rate is there. When the male literacy it is 82.14% is there. Female literacy rate 69 point something is there. Why? Because here education is expanding. All are going to be educated. So when the educated people is there, that educated people is moving to family planning techniques. They are not giving priority more children's. They are taking one child to another child. They are taking gap also is there because of the healthy children so growing in the society. Must and should is there. So my dear students, so education play a vital role in the death rates of the population is there. And also rise in the standard of living. Rise in the standard of living. So due to education, due to urbanization, standard of living is going to be rise. They are getting more income. They are getting employment opportunities. Why? Because they migrated to rural area to urban area. Okay, that's why they are getting jobs, wife and husband. They are getting money income. So they are taking good food, hygienic food, and also they are providing their children good food and hygienic food. So it is the standard of living, Jivana Pramanam, standard of living is there. So if we have more money is there, we are buying more goods, we are buying quality goods. So children are also growing very healthy if we can provide the healthy food. That's why rising in the standard of living also one of the important thing here is there. Yeah. Measures to control the population explosion, economic growth, population growth. How to measure it is here. So here industrial development is there. Industrial development means and expand the urbanization. When urbanization is there, more labor is available. So industries are expanding. They are initiating the industries. They are producing the more goods. That's why industrial development is here is there. And also removal of poverty. So when we have to remove the poverty. So when we have to remove the poverty, government will take the initiations removing the poverty, like PDS is there, public distribution system is there. So with the help of the fair price shops, government of India is providing so subsidized food grains production like rice, wheat, oil, okay, all type of groceries providing the government with the help of the public distribution system. That's why automatically remove the poverty is there, and also spread up the education. So and also one of the thing here, government of India is introducing CDP, Child Development Program, Anganwadi centers. So you know, Balavatika. What is a Balavatika? Before 5-year children. Before 5-year children, they are studying in the Anganwadi centers. In the Anganwadi centers, they are providing study facilities, and also they are providing food facilities also, eggs, nutrition food, powder, and also milk for children, and also you know, women who was the child women, balinta. So after the delivery up to because of their she will feeding the children. That's why they are giving also food, quality food every week, 4-5 eggs. That's all are providing. It is removing the poverty. Government is taking good initiation, but it is implementing or not, it is we have to see is there. And also improving the status of the women. Women's status also going to be improved, and also family planning programs. So government will take the decision like family planning programs, like they have to doing family planning programs like skit wise, like they are doing skit. So where the more crowding is there, they are doing skit, and also they are announcing in the TV programs. They are announcing in the cinema halls. They are doing boards, signboards like family planning, and also each and every government hospitals and the private hospitals. So maternity hospitals, they are giving signboards also regarding family planning techniques is there. That's why family planning also compulsory. We have to give more awareness of the young couples in the society is compulsory is there. And also one of the important thing here mentioned, there's the awareness on the contraceptives and healthcare is there. So already educated people is there. That's why. So contraceptive we have to explain, awareing that. That's why each and every government hospitals, they are providing contraceptive pills and also contraceptive tubes. They are providing. So it is also important thing. Important thing is there. Important thing is here is there. So that's why. So when we see in this all situations, like here, each and every educated people, they are using contraceptive pills, and healthcare facilities also is there. So if not if there is no healthcare facilities, so it is going to be MMR, maternal mortality rate also going to be increasing here. MMR, maternal mortality rate also is there. That's why if they provide the healthcare facilities, it is expanding to the maternal mortality rate. It is every 1 lakh women during the delivery they are dying. It is, I think it is a 153 something is there. according to our available data is there. When we'll go to the summary of this, what here? The population and demographic transition and causes of the population. The population explosion results from the widening gap between, when the population explosion is there, widening the gap between here birth rates and death rates. Birth rates and death rates is there. Why? Because in the second stage, birth rates are increasing here. But the death rate is declining here. So when the birth rates are more high, death rates are declining. Population explosion is there. It is a widened gapping between here. Sustainable development is requiring here in the second stage. But second stage is very problematic stage is there. Why? Because more birth rates and decline the death rate is there. So that's a lack of all facilities here, like healthcare, etc. is there. So and also here, in this topic, education play a vital role in the population explosion, and also women empowerment is compulsory. Women decision making is compulsory. Without women decision making, women own identity, women own decision, it is not moving forward. That's why women empowerment is compulsory is there, and also poverty reduction is there. Poverty reduction is there. That is the and also important thing here, poverty reduction is there. If there is no poverty reduction, it is going to be taking a problem. Why? Because poverty depends on employment, employment depends on poverty. Both are interdependent with each other is there. So we have to remove the poverty with the help of the poverty elevation programs like 1975 Indira Gandhi government have given one slogan, that is Garibi Hatao. Garibi Hatao, that is the remove the poor people is there. Garibi Hatao. That time Indira Gandhi government was initiated 20 point formula they are initiating here there. So Garibi Hatao, and also in the third 5 years plan they are giving more priority. That is the food grains providing more food grains to the society they have given is there. And also here, effective family planning policies. So respective governments are giving more importance on family planning. During the 1975 emergency time, 1975 Indira Gandhi government and emergency time. So that time Indira Gandhi son Rajiv Gandhi. So Indian population is going to be expanding. That's why we will control the population. In the 1952, 1952, Government of India is initiating family planning techniques program, but 1975 tak they are not giving controlling the family planning. Why? Because Indian family planning is voluntary, not in voluntary. Voluntary means as our wish. There is no compulsory. Family planning is not compulsory in India, whereas China, some other countries is compulsory is there. China is one or none is there, but India is voluntary is there, not involuntary. Voluntary is there. So voluntary means if you can wish, you will go to the family planning techniques. If not is there, if there is no go to the family planning techniques as your wish is there. So 1975 time, Rajiv Gandhi government, Indira Gandhi government, Rajiv Gandhi is son of the Indira Gandhi. That time they are forcibly control the population with the help of the family planning techniques is there. So nowadays also at present Muslim there is no important is there. They are not moving to family planning techniques. That's why family planning play a vital role here in the population explosion is there. So in this family planning, one of the important thing here, that is, so when we are doing the family planning, so automatically population is going to be controlling. So it is going to be third stage is there. But here India till now we are getting more population because of lack of family planning techniques like that is there. So this is the block is there now. That is the population block, human resource, role of human resource in the economic development is there. So it is very important thing here. That is the theory of demographic transition. And another thing is the what are the causes of rapid growth of population. So that cause of rapid growth of population also we covered. In our exam point of view, in these two questions will come. One is the what is population? What are the theories of demographic transition? Theories of demographic transition. It will come last long answer question. And also one more thing here: the what is population? What are the causes of rapid growth of population is there? So that is also most important thing here mentioned. So my dear students, so this is the important. So tomorrow we'll continue in our next class. That is the unit 6th and unit 7th. That is the balanced growth and unbalanced growth is there. Thank you. Dhanyavad.